Hello everyone and welcome. It's KeeperMC and we continue our survival on the oldest anarchy server in Minecraft, 2b2t.org. As you can see, now I'm busy with the construction as I started to slowly implement my plans of rebuilding the village. And I would say I spent quite a while off camera by planning, digging out the dirt. I actually already managed to repair the shovel once, and as you can see, it's already half broken again. So yeah, you can imagine how much dirt have I excavated. So yeah, but it's slowly starting to take its shape. As you can see, also there is no more houses except one. And it's funny, but for like, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 hours, those villagers were just standing in here, where those older houses were used to stay. But then they started slowly to move towards this house and all ended up in there. So they are now partying at the bookstore. Yep, as you can see, they're all upstairs. The restroom is empty, yeah. So I guess let them be for now. And let's just have a quick look. So that's how does it look right now. As you can see, the size of the village will become much smaller. So it wouldn't be so big, and hopefully it will be always in the render distance, meaning that the chunks would be loaded, the chunks would be updated, and stuff. As you can also see, it's not only houses that disappeared, but also this sort of a river, which was like infloating in the village. Because, yeah, I just realized that upon the reconstruction, I would need to remove it anyways. So I just went ahead and put them torches around. And yeah, some of the layers of the ground seems to be also excavated, as you can see. Um, for example, here, it is only because I needed some dirt. Because as you remember, approximately somewhere here, I think, we had this tiny cave underneath the village where those slimes were like spawning. And I just take, I don't know how many, like 20 or something stacks of dirt, and just went ahead to close the whole thing. And of course, yeah, also as you can see, my chests have disappeared because they were actually on the line, or like new border. So I put them right, kinda right in the center of a village, but for now it's just a few layers underneath the ground because that's a part of a design. Actually, I'm having still no full like end picture how it's going to look like, but well, first bits and pieces start to appear in my mind, and I decided that for now I'll just move them chests here so that I won't need to move them like every, I don't know, few episodes, just because I need to construct something. So they will be down there, and well, I guess we can try to not to die because we don't have our fall damage. Decreasing boots. Yeah, so as you can see, I just placed everything right in here, all of my chests. And also there was funny that I started to hear the witch, and I was concerned that there is actually our villager converted after the thunderstorm, because I always heard the sound somewhere like in here, and I was really concerned that there is like witch inside of our library, slowly getting rid of them like villagers. But no, it apparently it's just a small cave. So I went down and put them torches all around. And yeah, well, I started to rebuild the wall, as you can see. For now, it's going to be like from 3 to 4 bricks thick. That's a part of the design, but I have a strong feeling that I may actually add another layer so that it would be a bit more space here when we will like be walking around the wall. And for now, yeah, I run out of them bricks, so this is the last stack I have for now. Of course, I do have lots of smelted stone in my chests, but I decided instead I can just go ahead and remove the whole wall we had before. So that's something I probably will do for the next, I don't know, few hours. And then of course then I will also need to put the dirt back instead of them bricks, and also maybe slightly shape them grounds, because I decided that I won't try to complicate it right away, and that the whole village except some specific points would be at the level 0. So if we can consider this as a level 0, it means that for 1, 2 and 3 levels we would need to lower the grounds once again. Of course, in perspective it means that I will need to do lots of double work, because previously I was actually raising the level, but I'm still not sure if the new design would actually fit this increased, let's say, height of the lands. So yeah, I decided to give it a try without it, and of course if I won't like it, then I will just do it once again and would make sure to lay them layers back off camera. But for now I'll just continue working, and let's see how is it going to look like when I will finish. Well, the work is in progress. As you can see, I not only finished the second layer of the bricks, so that the wall would be finally actually thicker than just one layer, and also started to fill it up with gravel, because I mean, even in real world in older times it was quite often used that the outside borders are made from the solid rocks, and the inside are filled either with the sand, either with like smaller rocks, or in this case gravel. And since we have a lot of gravel, I decided to utilize it this way, and for now, yeah, I will just continue deconstructing the wall and using them bricks to build a new one. I'm also thinking at the moment if I am going to eliminate like everything outside, let's say, of the village or not, because at some point I started to think that maybe I can actually leave them farms outside the village, because we would still need some resources from time to time, and since our, let's say, new project is way much like smaller than the original size of the village, we may end up in the case when we won't have enough resources, or maybe we will not have them as fast as I would love to. So I'm thinking to keep the farms outside the village. Maybe I will slightly shape them better so that they look a bit more natural, but other than that, I think they will stay. At last, for a moment, when I'm still building the new village, because if it will look terrible, then of course I'll make sure to remove it all. But yeah, for now they are gonna stay. I will leave those one layer of them like bricks, like part of the wall, let's say. Then the wooden blocks, and then the farms themselves, and then we will see. And of course, it was not enough of a gravel for me to cover it all. So I went to the nearby gravel hills outside of our village, and I'm planning to grab some more stacks, because I think we'll need like 10 or 15 stacks more to complete the construction of the wall. So yeah, let's just go ahead and do it. Boom. That easy. I mean, yeah, it's already evening, but it literally took me like 2 minutes or something to fill my inventory in full, almost. So it's just insane. I mean, Do you really need to cheat when you can have such a tools in vanilla? I'm so impressed. Love it. Um, hmm. So yeah, now I have planted some spruce trees, let's say, and because I decided to try to use a bit darker wood in the construction. Also, I decided that if I will lower the layers in here inside the village, right? And this would be the upper section of the wall, it would actually mean that I need to do the same here and lower like three layers of dirt, including the farms. So instead, I decided just to increase the height of the wall and then just increase the level of the ground inside the village and in in those corners which are currently being quite low, let's say, which means that I will need to gather some more gravel, which means that I might also need some more dirt, but in any case I'm starting to get this vision, which means that there will be some progress finally. And I think I mentioned it previously, the trickiest part would be to decide on materials, because I don't want them roofs be like caught on fire during the thunderstorm. So most probably I will need to do some experiments with the cement or something like that. But that's for later. That's gonna be tricky, but I'm sure I will figure it out somehow. For now we are just laying bricks in vanilla. Yeah. So I completed both circles around, so now the wall is supposed to be high enough, like 3 blocks as usually, as well as a start. Of course, later on I might decide to increase it, but well, then I have these layers of gravel kinda to fill up the wall from inside. I think next up I will lay them bricks all around, and probably then I will do them uh, what's was they called, slabs, I think, from this dark spruce wood. So let's see. Yeah, spruce wood slabs. Yeah, I have no idea how many I will need, so I will just craft a lot and we'll use it right away. Also, I got some gunpowder while collecting the gravel, so finally some creeper appeared. And then I'll see, because it's just the first step, as always, one out of many, and I'm not sure yet how is it going to look like, because I didn't run any tests or sneaked out the internet to see any designs, well, at last yet. So I will see how it look like and I will decide later on, because for now it is supposed to be something like this. And of course I'm just still thinking what is that I will lay in the outside. Is it going to be same bricks, or maybe I will use some brick slabs or stairs? So it's not decided yet. That's why for now I am not focusing on it, and that's why it might look a bit strange, right? And of course, yeah, this doesn't mean that kinda the wall would be completed when I will do so, because I'm still considering to have sort of a wall, not a wall, but the roof over the wall, so it will more look like a castle wall or something like that. Not sure about it yet because I need to see it first and then I will decide. And of course, as long as I'll continue this part, most probably I will put it on hold, I mean the wall thing, because I also need to start laying the dirt to kinda equalize the terrain inside of our village, and then I will start doing the markups for them houses and stuff like that. As long as I will do so, probably I will see it more clear if I want to have them different levels, because it will all be dependent on how close those houses will actually look like. Because the draft I made in Excel spreadsheet, of course, doesn't visualize it that well. So most probably I'll need to kinda make a draft on practice and then I'll see. For now I'll just continue laying them bricks so that at last we have a decent wall. Finally, not one block thin, but really good shaped wall. 100 and something episodes later, right? And it's still funny that all of the villagers are slamming them doors inside of the house. So suddenly they decided to not to ignore them houses. Previously they just didn't care. But that's okay. I've been checking them like from time to time and they doesn't seem to lose their professions. So most probably it isn't like linked to anything in this version of Minecraft, because I know that in further versions there would be some dependencies like a safe house, some stations like furnaces, barrels and like stuff like that, but in this version probably they spawn and that's it. So like it or not, there is nothing you can do about it, but I mean that's okay. We will make sure to get what we need from the other villages, yeah, because we have a mending. In a desert, same, I think we had a silk touch, and of course the rest is just dependent on the experience levels and materials, so shouldn't be a big problem, I suppose. And I'm also happy that I'm starting to finally use them resources in such quantities, because it will help me to decrease the amount of chests I'm having, because for now they're just all filled up with the stone, with the dirt and stuff like that, and I just can't wait to eliminate them. Of course, later on, when we will like settle down well, we will have lots of shulker boxes, the full ender chest, and of course it will be much easier. You just pack dirt in one shulker box and just hide it away. So in case if you'll need it, you will always have it. But of course for now we just have one shulker box given to us by the player, and that's clearly not enough. So slowly I'm starting to think about going to an end, because I think we are slowly getting like ready for it. We already have some gear, we need just to slightly improve it, do some potions, and then probably well pack our things, and then we'll be able to go. So yeah. Okay, I can actually do some slabs here, and I think these were the stone slabs. Yeah, these one. They actually also look quite nice, so we can maybe try to simulate what approach would look best in terms of a castle wall. But since it will require me like some thinking, and it's not usually a fast process, most probably I'll perform it all off camera, and probably will show you some sort of an output in the next episode. So once again, guys, I thank you so much for watching. I thank you so much for being here with me, and hope to see you back in the next episode. Bye bye, everyone.